Boys and girls, the Transperth A Series street art over here has an important message for you all. Don't be a doofus, stay off the tracks. Because if you do go into the tracks, you're going to get hit by a train. And according to this sign here, they'd rather pick up your phone than what's left of you. Well, there's a little bit of time before the next train, and there's no one else here at the moment apart from me, so I'll take you a quick tour of the station and show you some of the features that a typical Transperth station has. So Carlisle is an example of one of the smaller stations on the Transperth network, especially on the Midland, Fremantle and Armadale Thornlie lines. A lot of the stations are quite small and basic. So you generally have a small shelter, usually in the middle of the platform, and that's really almost about it. You might have some nice planter boxes just in the middle of the platform, which is what we see over here. But apart from that, there's not much else. Over here, to each of the entrance of the platform, you do have your little reader for your Smart Rider card to tag on and tag off. So Smart Rider is basically their smart card. But unlike other jurisdictions such as Melbourne, you can still use paper tickets. I mean, today in particular, I got a paper ticket. I got the full day ticket for about $10 because the ticket machine I was using apparently doesn't sell Smart Riders. Well, there you go. So if we walk over here, usually there's a totem quite close to the station entrance that gives you information both about the service patterns on the line and the timetable. So on this side here and on the other side, we have the timetable for the Armadale Thornlie lines. Generally trains run every 15 minutes or so during the day with some extra services during the peaks. And on this particular side here, we have the information on the stopping patterns. So there's a number of different stopping patterns on the Armadale Thornlie line, and they're all lettered as well. So you generally got your stopping all stations train, you've got your B stopping pattern, your C stopping pattern, which is generally the typical Armadale line stopping pattern for the day, during the day, and your T stopping pattern, which is for Thornlie trains, which generally stop all stations. And pretty much the same on the other side over here as well. It's generally the same thing, but for trains heading towards Perth. The station shelter is quite small, and there's not really much in here at all. You got some seats over here where you can sit down. Got some ticket information on this totem over here. Generally just sort of talking about what the fares are, and generally also as well how much they cost, and also which zone each of the stations are in. And of course, a couple of the little concessions that you can get as well. Over here, we got the ticket machine for your... Now, you can only buy normal paper tickets from this. You can't buy Smart Ride or anything. These ticket machines are pretty similar to the ones used in Melbourne for MyKey. Over here, we got your information board. So, the information board does display when the next train's coming in both directions. So you've got your visual information along there, and if you press those buttons down there, you'll also get audio information as well.
The next train to Thornlie departs in 10 minutes. The train stops all stations to Cannington, then runs express to Thornlie.
Press that one,
Next train
you get the next train to Perth.
Departs in 10 minutes. The train stops all stations.
So if you press that button left, you can speak to someone at Transperth just to get some information. And of course, if there's an emergency, you can press the other button on the right. And over here, we just have a defibrillator. Very nice. Over here, we have a map of the Transperth train network, although it will be out of date fairly soon because the airport line's opening in a couple of days. And because of COVID, we have an automatic hand sanitizer station. I wonder if it works. It doesn't work anymore. I don't think WA is in the COVID mood anymore. I must say, I'm really liking these Transperth safety messages. If a train is travelling at just 5 kilometers per hour, brakes here, it won't stop till here. apologise if that wasn't the best shot, but I literally had no idea it was coming and this was the best I could do. Boys and girls, I have some bad news for you all. Someone dropped their beer. No, this is absolutely devastating. How am I going to tell Railways of Doom about this? I mean, he'll be absolutely devastated. He's got no booze.